stay, but you can't stay there.
You can stay, but you can't stay here.
Right. You're in the background. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today's video is a tutorial on the makeup that I am wearing right now. I was trying to go for a office party look, but my husband came in and said it's not office party look, it's just party look. But I disagree. I don't have any like winged eyeliner on or heavy eyeliner or anything like that, so I feel like it's office party appropriate. But whatever, wherever you want to wear it, I feel like it's a holiday look that is office party appropriate. It says, I like to have fun, but not too much fun because I make good decisions because I have a job. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, you do. I know you do. So anyway, if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start by priming my under eyes with the Smashbox Hydrating Primer, and then I'm going to prime my face with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I love this stuff when it starts to get colder outside. It's so hydrating and wonderful. And then I'm going to put the Amazing Cosmetics Line Filler on the wrinkles on my forehead, and the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, where my pores are a little bit bigger on my cheeks, and also I put a little bit on my chin. It's my favorite pore filler of the moment. And then I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I just am filling in the sparse parts, which for me, I have to make the tail a little bit longer, and then I fill in the top and the arch a little bit. And then I brush it through with a little spoolie on the other end. And then I'm priming my eyelids with the Benefit Stay Don't Stray. I absolutely love this product. It really makes your eyeshadow look better and last longer. And I'm going to start by going in with the color Custard. This is very close to my natural skin tone, and I'm just putting it underneath the eyebrow and down to the crease. It's just going to make all the other eyeshadows blend better, but I'm keeping it off the eyelid. Then I'm going in with the color Tawny. This is just going to be our first transition shade, and I am working that into the crease with this Sigma E35 brush. And I like to use these little round kind of motions to make it fade up towards your eyebrow, and then the swipey back and forth motions to kind of put it on. And then I'm going in with the color Burlap. This is just a little bit deeper, and we're going to use this to define the crease. And this is the MAC 217 brush. And so I'm just working that into the crease, but making sure it doesn't overlap the other one. And then I'm going to blend it out with that same Sigma E35. Then I'm going in with the color Penny, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. This is just a really pretty copper kind of gold shade, and it really made my blue eyes pop and stand out. My husband actually complimented me on this eye look and the makeup in general like 4 times the day that I was wearing it. This eyeshadow, I think because it's orange, it just really makes your blue eyes pop because it's the contrasting color to blue. So if you have blue eyes, this copper shade will definitely look stunning on you. And then for my dark circles, I'm using the MAC Color Corrector in the peach shade. I have been loving this product. It does such a good job of covering up the dark circles, as you can see the difference here. And then I'm going to dot the Cover FX Oil-Free Foundation all over my face and blend it in with the brush. After I blended it in with the brush just on this portion of my face, it felt really, really heavy and I didn't like it. And so I went over it with a beauty blender over my whole face, which this is what I am doing here. And it felt so much better after I had ran the beauty blender, the moist beauty blender over my face. And then of course I put it on my forehead using the beauty blender and abandoned the whole brush technique. I also added oil to the foundation. I think if you don't add a drop of oil, then it's going to be very hard to work with. This is the Sephora concealer, and I really, really liked this concealer, but I didn't like how the wand didn't dispense very much product. I had to go back in like 4 times per each under eye to get the amount of product that I wanted. But it did blend beautifully. It lasted all day and was really nice. I just didn't really like the application. So I'm using it to highlight and on my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. And I will put a little bit up on my forehead as well. And then I will blend all that out with the dampened beauty blender also. And I'll blend it out underneath my eyes. Like I said, this concealer was really nice. It's kind of like a medium coverage, but with the MAC color correcting product, it's pretty full coverage, and especially once you set it with the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I always run the Beauty Blender on the crease, kind of in between the concealer and the foundation, just to make sure it's blended together. And then I am setting the concealer with the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I love this for underneath my eyes, and also I'll use it sometimes just to set the concealer. If I'm using it as a highlighter, I'll use this powder to set that as well. It just gives it a little bit of extra brightness. And then I'm using the Revlon Nearly Naked powder to set the rest of my face, and I'm using the Sigma stippling brush just to try it out to see how I like this for powder application. I actually prefer the big powder brush application, and I like to use the stippling brush to blend, but this powder is really great, and it was in my daughter's November favorite, so you can watch that. I'll link it down below. For a highlight, I am using the color Sugar and Porcelain kind of mixed together, and I'm just putting that underneath the brow bone, and that will help lift our eyes, and I just blend it out. And then for the inner corner, I'm using the Mercier highlight in the color 01 and this little Sigma detailing brush. This highlight was in the Sephora Favorite Superstars box, and I did a whole video on that, and so I will link that down below, and so you can watch that, and I'll tell you what I think. And then I just blend out that product, just the edges. And then I'm going in with the color Tawny on my lower lash line. And then I'm putting the color Penny on top of it. And this color Penny, I did not spray MAC Fix Plus or use eye drops or anything. So it's not super intense when you use it dry. So you can be pretty liberal with it underneath your eyes. And then I just blended it out. And then I blended out the edges with that same kind of clean brush. And here I'm just connecting the corner just to make it kind of a little bit more dramatic. Then I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is in the color Medium Deep. This is kind of it's a matte bronzer, and it's not as strong as MAC Give Me Sun. It doesn't have as much of an orange undertone. So I just like to put it up on my forehead, down the sides of my face. And I really like this MAC brush, but it is a little bit expensive. And I do put it on my jawline as well. I think this is the MAC 135 brush, but Morphe has a dupe. It's an M500, I think. And so you can do the bronzer face and put this. This brush is great to kind of get a contoured effect by putting it right on the cheekbones, putting your bronzer right on the cheekbones. Kind of gives you a contour before you even go in with contour powder. So the days that you don't want to use contour powder, you can just kind of use this technique, and it'll give you a little bit of a contour to your cheekbones without having to use the extra product. So I'm just going back in and building up the color until it is the intensity that I want. Then I use the contour shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and then just blended it out again with the brush, just to give my cheeks a little bit more definition since it's a party look. And then I'm using the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink Blush. I used this in my last tutorial, the Jennifer Lopez makeup tutorial. I'll link that one down below also. This just gives a nice natural flush to your cheeks. And this time I kept it just kind of on the apples of my cheeks because I wanted my face just to be a little bit more plain since I put on all this kind of coppery gold eyeshadow. And then I am highlighting with the Mercier highlight in the color 01 and just kind of running the excess on the side of my face and up on the brow. It just gives you a nice light to the side of your face, which is great for a party and dim light also. And then putting it on my nose and my Cupid's bow as well. And then blending it out again. Lots and lots of blending all the time. This is the Marc Jacobs, the yellow powder in the Mirage palette. I really like this yellow powder to kind of carve out my cheekbones. It's really nice. It's finely milled. I've heard people that don't like it, but I love it. And then, of course, I blend it again. And then I'm putting the Lancome Drama Liquid Pencil in my waterline. And this stuff is no joke. It definitely stays all day long and does not budge. And then, of course, I use the IT Cosmetics Tightline. I love this stuff. It makes every mascara look better. And this is the Wet n Wild Max Factor Cat Mascara. This is a great mascara. Doesn't flake off and it lasted all day. And I think it's like $3. And then I'm going to exfoliate my lips using the e.l.f. Exfoliating Lipstick because I'm using a long wearing lipstick. And then my husband came in and was talking to me. It's crazy.
You don't want him.
Yeah, see, I don't have the right eye makeup on. Maybe if I put it on a little bit darker, I'd be like, okay.
You do have the right eye makeup on.
Oh, I thought this was more like office party eye makeup.
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
This is a shocking turn of events that this is not a office party look. I don't know what he's talking about. I still think that this is an office party look. So anyway, this is the Milani lip liner in the color Natural. And this is one of the Loreal extended wear lipsticks in the color Neverending Nude. This is the color that Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist uses on her a lot. And this is the gloss that you put on top that makes it feel more comfortable, which really makes a big difference. And this is the finished product. I hope you like it. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below if you think it is office party appropriate or if you think it's just party makeup. I would love to get some other opinions other than mine and my husband's. And if you have any suggestions for makeup looks you would like to see, leave that in the comments below too. I would definitely love some suggestions from you guys so I can make the videos that you want to see. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And all the information for all the products that I used and all the links to my social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat, and my Facebook are all in the description box. So be sure to check the description box. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!